Hello, all you cool cats and kittens. How are you guys today? I have so much to talk about. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Adopt Me Twitter or the Adopt Me YouTube. They posted actually a 20-minute video. 20-minute video with everything about like when we can expect the monkeys to come back, what we can expect in terms of what will happen when the monkeys come back. They gave us an idea of when the Aussie eggs will leave. We are going to talk all about all things Adopt Me updates, not just the dinos, but there are changes that are coming to trading. There are more changes coming to how they update the game, what the schedule is for that. Like, there is so much. So those of you guys that watched the 20-minute video that Adopt Me posted, I think it was yesterday, or it may have been, no, I'm sorry, it was even like 2 or 3 days ago. Let's talk about all things update, because it's kind of been up in the air. A lot of people have been wondering about the monkeys, about the dinos. A lot of people have been asking about trading changes. They talk about the dinos in here. They talk about the circus pets. They talk about their future update schedule. They talk about changes to trading. The changes to trading was one of the vaguest areas of the video, and that was what they, sneak peeked a little bit on Twitter. Play Adopt Me posted just a little bit of Josh talking about changes that are coming to trading, and those changes, he said, are going to be around making trading more safe. So one of my big thoughts around that, and I'm just like so curious to hear what you guys think. I think one of the big things around scamming and trading that people have talked about is that they would add bucks, like if they would add cash trading to the game, that would really help, reduce down on cheating. And I do think that's an option. And he didn't talk about, Josh didn't talk about exactly what changes were coming, because he said as a game developer it's really hard to like promise a specific thing is coming and then it doesn't really work out the way that they want it to. So so we definitely can expect changes to trading, although they have not said exactly what yet. And for that particular piece, they haven't said exactly when, although they do give some other timelines in this video. So yeah, he doesn't give, too much details about what trading changes are coming, other than to say, he says, like, we're listening to you guys and we hear your feedback, and, we are gonna make these changes. So he also talks about, they kind of come in here and they talk about the circus pets and they talk about the Aussie eggs. They said that the circus was a deeper update than they did before. They actually, and this is one of the things that I noticed and that we talked about here, is that the different monkeys actually have their own, the monkey variants actually have their own unique animations. Whereas before, a lot of people would kind of say, oh, well, this pet's, a lot like this pet. It just has like these, small little changes, or the body looks different. On this one, this really becomes, it changes its walk style and everything. Also, something you might have missed if you didn't listen to the Adopt Me YouTube itself, something you might have missed. Notice how the king monkey is fully clothed, right? Like, he actually has things wrapping around his body. It's not just an accessory on his back. Kind of like if you go anywhere else and dress up, like if I go to dress up a pet, right? I can put hats, glasses, bow ties, and wings. There's no shirts, there's no pants. Why? So Adopt Me says that the reason why there's not all of that is because it would be so much work. They said because the pets all have a different shape, in order to get a shirt on them or pants, they would literally have to create a different model, like a different animal model for every single shirt or pant that they made. And then every time they made a new shirt or pant, they'd have to go back and make it fit every existing pet. And so instead of doing that, that's where they've come up with the variants, where it actually really, see that he's really wearing the shirt. So that's a big part of the variants, is not only do they really become fully clothed and kind of like role played into that character, but they also changed their animation style, their tricks, all of that. So I agree that these updates did make the game deeper. Another thing that I noticed myself that Adopt Me talked about was if you look at people's inventory, or if you've just kind of been paying attention in the community, pretty much most people have enough monkeys to make a neon or a mega neon. And that's something that Adopt Me wanted to build into the game. They wanted to build in all of the aspects of the game, so that whenever they released the monkeys, it wasn't just a monkey. It was, okay, here's a monkey. Now you can also here's enough to make a neon monkey. Here's enough to make a mega neon monkey. Here's enough to get your legendaries. With the monkeys, for the first time, as we were getting the pets, instead of getting like all these common pets and just ending up with like all of this like clutter and those like common pets, they have a hard time collecting them up. Instead, they're like, okay, we're giving you all these monkeys, so you're gonna get neons, mega neons, you're gonna get legendaries, you're gonna get multiple legendaries, you're gonna get variants. Now, they said a few people were upset about some of the pets costing Robux, but I think they made a really good point in that most of the update can be experienced without paying any Robux. Most of the update can. The other thing that they talked about is the timing around the Dinosaurs release, and also when the Aussie eggs will be leaving. And there was also even another little surprise pet in there that I didn't know about, which is not related to the dinosaurs at all. So they talked about, we know right now the circus is gonna leave. And we kind of talked about how this completely changes the game in terms of depth, in terms of changing the animations. And this goes along with Adopt Me, wanting to change the schedule of when they were like kind of pushing out updates every week. So right now, behind the scenes, they're working on several different things. They're working on a brand new Robux pet, which is completely unrelated to the dinosaurs. As far as I can tell, they didn't indicate that it was a dinosaur. They said it was separate. So they are working on a new Robux pet, which not all players are going to like, but for somebody like me who does giveaways, like, oh, it's so much easier if I can just like get the pet, and give it away than all the work it takes to get one. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that Robux pet. They did not give us any, like literally any idea of what that Robux pet was gonna be, but I'm excited to see what it is. Then they also said that they're working on a new furniture set. They didn't say what kind of furniture set it is that they're working on. They just said that they're working on a furniture set. And they didn't give a timeline for that. And then they also said, of course, with the Aussie eggs, they broke down the timeline for that. And that's really what I wanted to share with you guys today, because they didn't really just go out and put it on their Twitter, but they did talk about it in their video. And I think it's a question that's been on everybody's mind, is like, when are the dinosaur eggs gonna come? Because we know they're coming. Like, Adopt Me's already posted it. So when are the dinosaur eggs gonna come? What dinosaurs are gonna be included? We're all wondering that. And also, I think we're all wondering when the Aussie eggs are gonna leave too. And I think Adopt Me had some really good answers about that. As far as the dinosaur eggs, they said that they are actually complete with several of the dinosaurs for that egg. Now, they do plan for these dinosaurs to be more in depth, like what we looked at here with these monkey variants, where they have different animations. We're not going to see these copy and paste cookie cutter like pets. Each one of the dinosaurs are going to sort of have their own animation, their own walk style, like their own, presence. They all just have their own presence, which I think is really, really cool. And then, so they're done with some animation, they're done with doing some tricks, and they're done with doing some of the dinosaurs. So that tells us that they're not that far off, because if you look at their timeline, you can always piece together. It is like a little bit of a puzzle, but if you follow their Twitter, you can always, they tell you everything, just not in order. So you have to kind of piece it together. But let's go back. So here's when they showed the first image of the dinosaur 12 days ago. But before that, let's see, it's not that far back. I'm gonna find it. There was one where they asked people, Yeah, June 8th, they said they were working on another egg. So we knew it June 8th, but there was one where they asked for ideas for a new egg, and it was only like a month ago. So now, a month later, just after they even came up with the idea of doing dinosaur pets, a month later, they're already done with several of the pets. They're done with several of the animations. So they've made a lot of progress in a month. Now, they did say that they're working on all these updates simultaneously. So the changes to the trading, the Robux pet, and the dinosaur eggs are all being worked on at the same time by different teams. They're all being worked on at the same time. So Adopt Me actually does not know yet which one is going to come out first. They said it is literally a race to figure out which update is going to come out first, whether it's going to be the Robux pet, whether it's going to be the changes to trading, or whether it's going to be the dinosaur eggs. I personally am most excited about the changes to trading. It's really needed right now, those changes, and there's just too much scamming going on in the game. Like, if there's anything that ever makes me want to like log off of Adopt Me forever, it's just opening up the group chat and just seeing how many people are out there scamming or getting scammed. It's like they got to do something about this. So I'm pretty excited that, they at least do have some plan in place, which is good. So yeah, that's the gist of that.